Just a small correction before we continue. Boni Khalwale is from UDF and not URP as earlier mentioned. Now, the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, is warning of food shortage and high food prices in the country come next year. FAO has cited unpredictable rainfall patterns, high prices of farm inputs and certified seeds, and the lethal maize disease as some of the main challenges facing the agriculture sector.
Joseph Kibet has lived off this farm for years in Kenya's breadbasket county of Uasin Gishu. But today, as he harvests his produce, Joseph is not a content farmer. This year's yield is little, and he knows it won't be business as usual.
Wakulima wengi walichelewa kupanda kwa sababu ya kuchelewa kwa fertilizer ama mbolea, na pia ilipofika ni kwamba mvua ilikuwa imenyesha na wengi hasa ambao walipanda nyuma hawakupata mazao ambayo ilitoshana na kiwango ambacho angeweza kutoa.
His worries are confirmed by a report from the United Nations that warns of a looming food shortage come next year. This, the expert blame on insufficient rainfall and other problems.
The short range is not going to perform very well. There is a very high likelihood from April next year, 2014, we should expect some high food prices because of this shortage that we are likely to see.
Lakini hii mwaka mvua imechiji sana, iko kidogo sana, hatuna mafuno mazuri kwa mashamba yetu.
Kenyans' over-reliance on maize will make the situation even more dire.
The Kenyan population requires 36 million bags in a year of maize. And when we look at what we are going to produce, about 24 million bags, and many the communities are now relying on maize as their staple food, that's why we quickly are able to say there will be a food shortage, because we have not transited totally from maize to other crops.
The officials from Food and Agricultural Organization, in collaboration with the government of Kenya and other development partners, are on a one-week exercise of assessing food security status in various parts of the country.
We're also going to come up with 3 unique products. That is the National Cereals Balance Sheet. We're also going to come up with the Milk Balance Sheet and the Fish Balance Sheet. This will give us a snapshot information in terms of how the country is doing as per now, and also projected to 6 months from now.
In 2011, 3.5 million Kenyans, mainly in northern Kenya, faced imminent starvation and death as Kenya experienced its worst drought in 6 decades. Most Kenyans rely on maize and ugali as the national staple food. Therefore, a shortage in maize supply raises alarms. But perhaps at such times, Kenyans ought to look into adopting alternative foods such as cassava and potatoes that are resistant to changing weather conditions. Sharon Mumanyi, KTN, Nairobi.